Hey, paisanos! It's Nintendo Weekend Report!
With the Mario Brothers and plumbing's a game. We're not like the others who get all the fame. If your sink is in trouble, you can call us on the double. We're faster than the others, you'll be hooked on the brothers. Hooked on the brothers. Yo, you're in for a treat, so hang on to your seat. Get ready for adventure and remarkable feats. You'll meet Koopas and Troopers, the princess and the others. Hanging with the plumbers, you'll be hooked on the brothers. To the bridge.
Hey everybody, it's Curtis. Welcome back to another week of Nintendo Weekend Report. I hope you guys are enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, and I hope you guys enjoyed that first episode that I did last week. Now I know that the lighting and the chroma keying weren't exactly all that good to say the least, but I promise you that this week is going to be way better, and there's not going to be any errors whatsoever. Alright, let's get on to some Nintendo news. So as we know, Nintendo's not doing a traditional press conference at E3. What they are doing is something called the digital event, which is kind of what they did last year with the Nintendo Direct. They're going to be announcing all their new games and upcoming announcements, but they are going to be holding a Smash Brothers tournament at the Nokia Theater, where they usually hold their press conferences up until 2013. That's going to be open to 3,000 people. It's going to be streamed live on Twitch at 4 o'clock Pacific time, the day of E3, June 10th. But what they also have, interestingly enough, are a couple press events on the show floor. One is going to be for Smash Brothers at around 6 o'clock Pacific time. That's going to be hosted by Masahiro Sakurai. And another one is going to be held the next day. And that is going to be including a mystery 3DS game. Now they haven't really talked about what 3DS games are really bringing to E3, so this is going to be really interesting. And the funny thing is, this is a 90-minute presentation, so whatever this 3DS game is going to be, it has to be a big deal. So what do you guys think? Do you think this is going to be... I've heard some rumors going around. It might be Symphony of the Night 2, or Pokemon MMO, or the localization of Yokai Watch, or Dragon Quest VII. It really could be anything, but I am just insanely curious as to what would require a 90-minute presentation for a 3DS game, and, you know, not like a Wii U game or whatever. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment below, let me know. So hey, remember Wii Sports? That game that came bundled with every single Wii console that shipped hundreds of millions of units worldwide? And do you remember Wii Sports Club, the quiet little downloadable game that charged $10 per game? Yeah, not a whole lot of people really do. But Nintendo apparently does, and they're finally bringing boxing and baseball to the Japanese version of Wii Sports Club. Now, they're actually going to bundle these two together for 1,000 yen, 1,000 yen. Why am I saying 1,000? Who says 1,000? Anyway, yeah, they're finally bundling those together, and they haven't really announced plans to release those stateside, but I don't even know if they're going to be released stateside, to be honest. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember that poll that went around that was just like Nintendo just really being confused as to why nobody's buying it. And when I took that poll, I did not see anywhere on that poll that suggested maybe these are too expensive. I saw an option that says I don't have the money for it, but there was no option saying I didn't think it was worth the money. So I don't know if that's even on Nintendo's radar, that maybe people don't want to pay $10 per game for something that was given away for free, even if it has online and it's HD. But yeah, baseball and boxing coming to Wii Sports Club Japan. Hey, if you're like me and you already reached Club Nintendo Platinum status, check your email, because Nintendo is sending out a free demo of Tomodachi Life, what they call a move-in demo, which I'm assuming is going to be basically setting up your characters, importing your Miis and things like that, kind of getting you introduced to the game. Unfortunately, I haven't received it, even though I've reached Platinum status like a long time ago, because I buy too many Nintendo games. But hey, maybe they will send something my way, please. Please? Come on, Nintendo, I know you're listening. I know you're listening! Hey, you guys remember a few months back where they just randomly announced Hyrule Warriors during a Nintendo Direct? Now, if you don't know what Hyrule Warriors is, it's a new Zelda game developed by Tecmo Koei. But it's not a traditional Zelda game. It's in the style of like the Dynasty Warriors and Samurai Warriors games. They announced a few details this week after being quiet for like months about it. In Hyrule Warriors, Link is a soldier in training called into action when Shia kidnaps Zelda. Oh boy, another kidnapping, great. He is paired up with the army captain Impa, who is just one of numerous playable characters, as they put it. This is from Famitsu, by the way. Others were shown off during screenshots, including a villain who might be related to the Ocarina of Time boss Volvagia. I never knew how to pronounce that. If anybody knows how to actually pronounce that, feel free to comment. This is going to be played a lot like the Dynasty Warriors games, but there's going to be a few Zelda tweaks to it, such as Z targeting and things like that. Link will have his traditional spin attack, and the gamepad will be used as like an inventory device, you know, as expected. Thankfully, this actually is a Nintendo game, or at least a Nintendo-published game that has been using the gamepad, because we've been kind of light on those for a little bit. Now this week we also learned that Team Ninja is helping with the development of Hyrule Warriors, who also helped out with Metroid Other M back in 2010. And I was looking through all the screenshots, and you know what? There were a couple reasons that I assumed that Team Ninja was helping out, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. See if you guys can. Alright, so we have a couple more Smash Brothers stories for you, and while this first one isn't really Smash Brothers related, you know, it kinda is, we already know. PDP, who is a third-party controller manufacturer, has announced that they are making an officially licensed Gamecube-style controller for the Wii U. Now, when Smash Brothers for Wii U was announced, people were kind of worried that they would have to stick with the gamepad or the Pro controller to play this game when they were so used to using GameCube controllers, unless you're a weirdo like me who used the Wiimote by itself to play Smash Brothers, but that's another story altogether. But yeah, this is going to be interesting, because the Wii U doesn't have GameCube ports on the console itself. You actually had to use a third-party adapter to use a GameCube controller on the Wii U, and that's only if the game supported classic controllers through the Wiimote, because you actually had to plug the GameCube controller into the Wiimote. And from what I've heard, this is going to be a similar affair, so I'm really hoping that the new Smash Brothers will support Wii Classic controllers. What controller do you guys use? Are you a weirdo like me that uses a Wiimote by itself? Do you use Wiimote Nunchuck, or you just stick to GameCube? Let me know. Now, the other piece of Smash Brothers news that we heard is that a Nintendo France rep said that Smash Brothers is going to use NFC technology. Now, they didn't even say what they were going to do with it, but if I had to guess, maybe... you know what, I don't even know, to be honest. I was going to sit here and speculate, but, you know, I honestly don't even know what they can possibly use NFC technology for. Because I can only really think of stuff like Skylanders and Disney Infinity, but man, I can't even begin to kind of contemplate what kind of things they've used NFC for in Smash Brothers. So, who knows? Maybe that's how they're gonna do DLC. Maybe you just buy the figure and you just put it on there and just, oh, you unlock the character. Or maybe there'll be trophies. These are gonna be trophies that they put in. Who knows? No one knows. Nintendo's a weird company. They just keep so many things close to their chest, but will just say something like that just nonchalantly and just keep us guessing. So if I had to guess, we'll hear something about it at E3. But as of right now, I have nothing for you. I apologize. Alright, so last week I kind of tricked you guys into thinking that we were going to go in depth and take a really close look at some of the Smash Brothers screenshots, so I apologize for that. So to make it up to you guys, we are going to take a really close look at this week's Smash Brothers screenshots. So enjoy. fun, wasn't it? Alright, that's going to do it for this week's edition of Nintendo Weekend Report. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. And I'd like to thank everybody for leaving such nice comments on last week's episode. Like I said, it was a very rough episode. I'm still just trying to figure out what I want to do. So I'd like to read some of the nice comments that were left on last week's episode. Lose some weight, please. It is for your health. Oh, no, I guess that was just some troll. Yeah, I'm sure there's lots of nice comments here. Unsubscribed. Ending up watching to 328, and your face bothered me so much that I have to stop. Thanks anyway, and congrats for being the worst Nintendo YouTube channel and site out there. I love when websites make fun of their fans for thinking they can actually do wrong. This could be one of the worst report videos I have ever seen. Sorry. So hey, China. So hey, China. You know, that big country in Southeast Asia. Bernie, shut up.